How you going, guys? My name's Jason. I thought I'd make a quick Lightwave tutorial on how to make a can of Coke. I thought it would be fun. Also, it helps me, get up a little bit of experience myself and show other people how to use some of the tools for beginners. If anyone wants to learn the basics of Lightwave. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, so if we go disk, control, constrain the disk, make a shape like a Coke can. Okay, something like that. If we hit N, you can give it extra sides. I've already given it plenty of sides, so we'll just leave it like that. Enter. F2 to center it. Okay, now if we hit, we go to polygon selection with the spacebar. Okay, we'll select the top polygon. And just B for bevel, to bevel it a bit. Okay. B bevel bottom. Okay, then we'll go back to the top. B, actually zoom in a little bit. B, actually no, sorry. Could we get this lip on the Coke can, so just bevel it up a little bit. Maybe there. Lock it in, and then we'll bevel in a tiny bit. About 2. And then we'll bevel it down. Back there again. There we go. Alright, so we've got our lip. Okay, now we'll get say a ball. Control over here, constrain it. Control, something like that. Okay, now what we want to do is get the bottom part. So just go down here. The comma and period key, if you want to zoom in quickly, just in and out. Okay, and we'll just, oops. Okay, if we, just trying to get the shape roughly, about there. Okay, so just move it over here, enter, and we'll select it all. And T to move, and we'll put it back, put it in the middle. And don't worry too much about getting it perfection. Something like, you're not really going to be looking at the bottom too often. So we'll just go there, go construct, speed boolean, subtract. That way we've got our bottom bit. We could probably even move it up a bit more. Control Z just to go back. If we just go H, we bring it in a bit more. And bring this one in, something like that. T, and just put it back in the middle, and then we can raise it up a bit more, make it a bit deeper. About even with that, I suppose, isn't it? Okay, that's about the middle. Okay, just do the same again. Speed boolean, subtract. There we go. Now that looks a bit better. Okay. Now we can bring up layers panel. Layers panel. Okay, we'll save it first. File, save object. Just save it as a Coke can, and then we can name this as the can. So we'll go can. Okay, and now, we haven't finished yet. What we want to do on this in particular little part anyway, we want to do another boolean. So if we go create a disk, we want to make like the mouthpiece, something like that. Yeah, that's about the right size. Okay, we'll select that. Actually, before I do the mouthpiece, I'll just leave it there for now. What we want to do is we'll just texturize what we've got here so far. That way we can use it as a reference, which will be handy. So we'll select this bit here. If we go Q and call it mid, make it like red, like the picture that we're going to put on it. Just click on smooth, make sure it's smooth. Forward slash to deselect. And then we can marquee around there with the right click on the mouse, key that, we'll call that top. make it like an aluminium colour. It's only for reference, these colours. Okay, deselect, select the bottom, Q, bottom. Keep that the same. There we go. Okay, now if we go to Surface Editor, okay, we go to Mid, click on the texture, just load, I've already loaded one up, just downloaded it from the internet, so just find a, you know, something like this, just a coat texture of any type, and we just drop it in there on the Z-axis and automatic sizing. And so we'll put it in speed, it's probably a little bit thin. So if we went not that one, let's go to the X-axis, just open it a little bit. Too much. That'll do. Alright. You don't want to spend too much time on this sort of thing. No, you know, it's just a basic thing that we're doing. Okay, actually, gone too far ahead of myself. Back to Surface Editor, we go top. Now if we go to Windows, and we'll presets I mean, and we can find metal. That one there, just double click on that. So just make sure you've highlighted what you want to put it on first. Okay, now you can maybe just lighten it a bit, make it more alloy looking. You play around more with this in layout, but just do a little bit now. We won't worry about any glossiness too much right this minute, because we'll do that in layout. So we'll just keep it like that, copy, and then we'll put it on the guts. Actually, don't worry about that one, I haven't done that yet, have I? Yeah, so we just, I don't know why that's doing there. Anyway, so we'll just paste it on the bottom. So we've got the top, the bottom. Okay, and now what we'll do is, if we select all these ones, get rid of that top one actually, select that. Oh, actually, I'm going too far ahead of myself again. What we want to do is now, we can just get this little bit, if we move it in the middle here, try and get it in the middle, about in there. So if we just rotate it with the Y to rotate, T to move. Okay, so it's sort of in the middle there, right about there. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so back to construct, subtract, boolean subtract. Okay, and then we can just select them. Okay, just get rid of that, sorry. I'll start again. Okay, you just select them there and get rid of them. Okay, let's delete that. Select the bottom one, delete. Okay, now you can see through because it's not double-sided. So you can either double-side it if you like, you know, which is pretty easy. Just go to Surface Editor, and you can just select double-sided there like this, and then the bottom. So you double-side the bottom, double-side, top, whoops, bottom. Yeah, double-side the bottom. Coke can doesn't look like that on the inside, so we can change that. So just, you don't really want it double-sided, small polygons that you don't really need, but it might fix you in a lot of ways. What you have to do next is more polygons anyway, but it gives you the realism of a can of Coke, which I'll show you in a sec. So we'll just get rid of all this double-sided stuff. we just create a new, and we'll call this guts. Guts will parent it to the can. Okay, now if we go back to the can, and now we select, not those ones, select these, and right click, shift, and select those ones, and we'll just go control copy, guts, control V. Okay, and now if we just go H, and we'll play around, move it in a little bit, move it in a bit more. Let's make it a bit more round. There we go. That should do. Now T, just move it up a bit, around there somewhere, maybe a bit more. F2 just to center it. Now if we go back there, we've got it in the middle. Now if we just go back to guts, and if you F, it flips polygons. Okay, so that way when you go back to can, you can see it on the inside. So now what we want to do is go back to guts, hit Q, guts. Okay, there we go. Okay, and back to the surface editor, and then we can go bottom, copy that, paste it onto the guts. There we go. Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. Okay. Now we need to do clip. So we create another one, we'll do clip, and parent that with the can. Okay, now we'll create another disk, something like that. Give it a bit of depth. Okay, and we'll create box. We'll just use these as booleans, so I don't worry too much about what they look like. Okay, control. Actually, T. We'll move it. Put it. We'll open this up. A to zoom in, and just move it about something like that. I'll do control copy, control V to paste it. T will move it, and we'll put it the same on the other side. Now you could mirror it as well. I probably should have showed you that. Anyway, so we'll just leave it like that. It's probably just nice and easy to do it that way anyway, this way. Okay, and now we'll just select these ones as well. Okay, and then we'll go construct, subtract. Okay, now create some more shapes. Do another disk. Okay, that'll do. Subtract. Whoops. Gotta select it first. Alright, now we subtract it. Subtract. Okay, create another one. Disk. This one could be this way. Okay, subtract that. Did it again. Oh, I'm terrible. Okay, now subtract it. Okay. Okay, now if you hit Y to rotate, just lift it up a bit. This is like you've just cracked it open. And lift it up a bit. Okay, now I'll do a few more little detail bits. Do a box. Let's make a little box. Something like that. And I'll do another disk. Okay, select that. We'll move that in the box. Move it up a bit. That'll do. you'd spend ages stuffing around trying to get all those little details, but I don't want to spend too much time on it. Okay, there we go. Okay. I just Control Z to go back where I was highlighting it in case you're wondering. There we go. So in other words, I just deselected, so I Control Z or reselect it again. Okay, because you'll probably notice you'll be doing that a fair bit. I do anyway. Okay, yeah, that'll do. Alright, so now if we select this, and then we can go to the whole lot. Now if we hit R, oh, oops, wrong one. W, sorry. And then just rotate it around there. Okay, Shift H to resize it to the right size. T to move it. Drop it in the middle there. Okay, and then move it up. Okay, needs to be a bit smaller. Shift H, make it a bit smaller. About there. T, move that into place. Okay, that looks about right. Okay, now we're cooking. Alright, now we're pretty much done now. Actually, there's a little gap there from the guts, so what we can do is go back to guts, T, and we'll just move it up a little bit more. There we go, it's gone now. Okay, now if we then go send object to layout. Alright, now first off what I do is go to view and I'll change to next, like camera and perspective. It's my thing. Okay. Now, let's move the camera around a little bit. Just with the roller, you select what you want to do. Okay. So I'll make sure I select. Okay. What we need to do is we need to go into I've got to try and figure out where it is. Scene editor. What we want to do is just grab the clip, drag it into Coke, grab the guts, drag it into Coke. There we go. That way now, if we select Coke, it'll all move. Okay. Just get some sort of shot that you want, I suppose. Something like that. Get a couple more lights, Control Copy. So one, we'll move that one over here. Move it to say the back. Something like that. Get another one, Control Copy. Oops. Right. Control Copy and then OK. And this one, we'll just move it out of the way and we can go up. Go up for this one. Get a little bit of the bottom. This one we can go down a bit. Get a bit of the top now. Play around with these. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, now if we go render and go render globals, just make sure everything's sort of sweet in here. camera, change that to say 1080 or something, I suppose. Samples, go say 8, 16, 16. We'll just leave it like that for now. Do render frame, see what it looks like. Okay, it's looking pretty good. Probably a bit long, isn't it? So if we go back to here and maybe select the bottom here, T, hold control, constrain it, and we'll just lift it up a bit. Okay, L, and then we'll go back into surface editor and mid, and then we just have to resize it again. Yes. Okay. Then just in case it doesn't, it generally should sync by itself, but if it doesn't, just go synchronize to layout. There we go. It's looking a little bit more like a Coke can, not like a long lanky fella like me. Let's give that a look. Render. Cool. It's looking pretty good. It's probably got a little bit too much bump in it. So you can, like I said, you can play around with this sort of thing for a long time. Yeah, but just quickly, I suppose, we can just go in here. Okay, we'll go to the top first. We can probably change around the glossiness, reflection, specularity, probably more. Just leave that. Bump, probably put the bump down to 80 maybe, see what that looks like to start with. Maybe a bit less, 60. Okay, and then we'll just copy that, paste it on the bottom. There we go, now we'll give that a whirl. That's looking a bit better. Right, like I said, you can play around forever. For instance, the bottom looks a little bit too long now, so I need to select this bottom stuff. Just a little finicky stuff that we gotta do. Just get rid of these. Pretty sure they're all done. Now if we go T, it should work. There we go. Just to lift it up a bit. It's a little bit too long. It was. Okay, now we're gonna go back to surface editor. Need auto size. Yes. Okay. Synchronize. There we go. Render frame. Alright, it's looking good. Like I say, just keep playing around with the settings if you want. You know, like with all the different specularities and stuff like that, until you come across something you like. And maybe give it a 40. Just copy that, paste it in there. Top, paste it on that. There we go. Yeah, it looks pretty good, eh? You can see the quality of the texture is not the best. It's a little bit pixelated because yeah, it was quite a low quality texture. But it still looks good. I mean, if you got a high one, you know, something that was at least double, like 512 by 512 or something like that, then it'll of course look double as good. Well, the bigger the better. Okay, so yeah, just leave it at that. I suppose I could quickly show you animation, so we could maybe go, say, start there, go to, I don't know, how many frames, say 25, 50, 100, will be 4 seconds, roughly. Alright, so we'll go to 100. Okay, we'll start it there, and we'll spin it. I wasn't really looking where it started. Okay, and go to 100. Ooh. Okay, now if we just go back to render globals, it used to be in here, I'm not sure where it is now, to select how many, what do you call them, frames we want. But I've only just started using this like yesterday. I haven't actually looked to see where the output maybe. It used to be just simple, like right here under general, I think. Oh, it is. There you go, see? Idiot I am sometimes. There we go. Okay, so it is there. Alright, so we'll just go to 100. Okay, so it'll just render to 100 output. You want to save animation, just desktop will do. Actually, code. There we go. Save. Okay, do it as AVI options, and we'll change it to full frames. Okay, Coke AVI full frames up to 100. Change this to 100. There we go. Nice loop. Okay, now we can see that little gap there. So if we go back here, go to guts again. Okay, T, strain. We'll just lift it up a bit more. Make sure it's not popping out the top, which it is, I think. Yeah, just slightly. So we'll just go back to guts. You can click on the can here so we can see it a bit easier. There we go. That should be sweet. Alright. Now, yeah, see, now you can't see it. Sync it. You probably don't have to do that. I just do it anyway, just in case. Okay, yeah, that's sweet. Okay, I turned radiosity down, and it's only a can. I just tend to like to get the best possible results, but sometimes with something like this, it's really not necessary. So I just turned it off to just get a better look. So here, I turned the anti-lacing down to 1 and 4, I think. Yeah, 1 and 4, and it still looks fine. So, and it's a hell of a lot quicker. Yeah, so if we now go to the globals, just one thing is to always check this. For some reason, it by default has it deselected, which is a real pain. If you go render something that takes an hour long or something, you come back and it didn't even save it. I tell you what, you'll be frustrated. Okay, so render scene. This will be a lot quicker now. There we go. Pumping through. Right, so I'll speed this up anyway. Alright. Let's have a look at that. Now it is full frames, so if we, this would be massive probably for such a small 791. The reason why I do that is because you get obviously the best results. Also things like After Effects and stuff like that support the uncompressed files, so you can then of course recompose it into whatever size or format you want. But it's just trying to play it. It's a chance that it might be terribly glitchy, but yeah, see. Okay, so anyway, but if you just do something like this, for instance, just a really basic free NVIDIA converter, for instance, and we can just grab that, drop it in there. No audio, of course. Okay, and then we can just original, size, bitrate, that'll do. Yeah, and just like that. Okay, we'll just convert it. Should only take a couple seconds. Alright, now it is 2 meg. Alright, well, have a good day, everyone, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.